Hey, Jeff Willis, Tournament Director, Michigan Walleye Tour, and here we are, 30th year of the Michigan Walleye Tour, our 30th anniversary year, and we're kicking it off here in Detroit. First tournament of the year, April 5th, and got a full field, 150 plus boats, and super excited to have everybody along. Big shout out to everybody that supported us for the last 30 years. We just can't say enough about everybody. We thank you guys so much for all the support. Had some rough storms come through the Detroit area through the week, and that has definitely stirred the water up, put a lot of dirt and debris in the water, and these guys are going to have to search some fish. So looking forward to a great weigh-in this afternoon. Looking forward to kicking off this year, and watch out for some great fishing this afternoon, because I'm sure these guys are going to find them.
Here on the first stop of the Michigan Walleye Tour on the Detroit River, morning of the first day here. Blast off at 7 a.m. It's been a tough week, to be honest. Pre-fishing did not go great. Those two rain events in the past 7 days, water levels up, muddied things up a good amount. There's pockets of clean water, but by and large, she's pretty muddy, top to bottom. Imagine things will clean up as the day progresses here and as we get into tomorrow. But we'll see what the morning brings. This time of year, late March, early April, a lot of things are water dependent. Temperature, you've got everything from pre-spawn, spawners, even some post-spawn fish I've seen being caught in the last week. Water temperature, 43 and some change right now, and it's been kind of fluctuating between that with the rains and the warm temperatures. So again, between 42 and 40, we saw as high as 46 earlier this week, but she's back down to 43 again with these cold temps.
It's gonna play. Look at that, captured off and everything for you.
Take what you can get.
You know, there's two things on the Detroit River that can, obviously change it. One is the rain, changing the dirty water, and the wind, right? So we've had a lot of kind of both, and as you can see, it's been just all around tough for everyone. We'll see what the day brings. We're gonna kind of spot hop. We're in an area right now that's notorious for big fish. It's just, they're down there, we can see them. It's just, can we get those bites? But we're not gonna spend too much time in one area if we're not getting something. So we'll see how the day goes.
It's a little stained. It was a lot cleaner than it was yesterday. It was really dirty, and it's cleaning up, so should hopefully just keep getting cleaner as the day goes on. Just trying to get our 5 up here, I guess, and vertical jig them up. Don't really have much more than that.
Number 1 in the box. Yep. Well, we came up all the way upriver just because there's not a lot of clean water downriver, and we didn't catch too many fish pre-fishing yesterday, so we had to come find this clean water, and we came up here just to get our 5. And first pass we've caught 4. They're not what we're looking for, but we got to put 5 in the box, and then hopefully we catch the last one here on this pass, hopefully, and then we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go hand line the rest of the day to try to get bigger fish. We just need that if we can just find that hand line water that you can see, 8 to 12 inches in, I'll be pretty excited. We haven't found a lot of that yet. The muddy water seems to be where all the big fish are typically at. So, but it's changing. I think there's more clean water down below us on the American side here. So we'll go from there. All of us are pretty competitive people. We all played a lot of basketball. Jay played in college. I played in college. And so we're super competitive, and we just found fishing. I mean, I think this is our 26th year that me and Jason have fished the MWT together. So we might be the longest running team. I don't know. But we just have a ton of fun. And now that his son Gabe is 21, and he's brought some life to these two old men, and we're a really good team. A lot of experience with Jay and I, and then Goob, I mean, he's turned into a really good fisherman. So it's fun fishing with these two.
If we have to weigh those 5, I'm
Yep.
gonna be nervous.
In a world where adventure meets innovation, where the thrill of the open water is met with the cutting edge of technology, introducing the all-new Skeeter Command Center, seamlessly integrated, effortlessly connected. Stay informed, stay in control, and command your dominance.
Well, we got 5. Not 5 of the right ones. We're kind of back to our original spot. See if we can pick up some bigger ones. But yeah, we went up north, got to 5 just to have the weight fish that we needed. Now just time to upgrade. So we'll see.
April in Detroit River is generally a great place to be. However, with this water and weather that we've had in this last week, it's made fishing a little tough. Right now the water is very clean going down the middle of the river, and it's starting to clean out towards the edges. We have softer wind, so it is going to help. As the day goes on, we are going to get some more clarity and hopefully catch some more fish in the boat. This is my 4th full season fishing the Michigan Walleye Tour. We've had good success here in the past in Detroit. My best finish here is 11th place. I missed out on 10th place in the plaque by 0.01. I was a little bummed, but it is what it is. We're just out here grinding, trying to make the best of it, have some fun with some friends, and put some fish in the boat.
An upgrade. That's an upgrade.
All right.
Now we gotta do some math over here because some of these are gonna be close.
So there's only a certain strip of a couple miles here that have clean water in it, and most of the area is all smaller fish spots, and there's probably about 300 boats in all that clear water for that some stretch. So we're just trying to find an area where we've caught some decent fish before, hand lining, and we're kind of just right on the edge of the clear water and the dirty water that's really hard to catch them out of. But if you're going to catch them, it's going to be hand lining in here. So we're just kind of pre-fishing the rest of the day. We got lucky and caught our 5 jigging pretty early, so hopefully we roll into one of these spots and we can catch a couple bigger ones.
This is wicked this year. I don't know if I've seen it dirty both sides. Usually one side's cleaner than the other, and it's filthy. I think the wind, yeah, we got torrential rains, but the wind that we had, I think it was Wednesday, really jacked things up. We've been fishing the tour for 28 years.
I said 26 earlier, I guess.
No, I've been married 26, so 27 years.
There you go.
27 years. We fished it. It was really big, really popular, and kind of died down. We left and fished some other stuff, MWC and PWTs and FLWs, and then, I don't know, about 8 years ago, we got back into it. And it's growing again. It's good to see. I'm on the board, so I've kind of been seeing the changes, from behind the scenes, and there's a lot of work that goes into throwing these tournaments. A lot of work. And a lot of time just to make sure things run smoothly. I think Keith Ewald, our commander-in-chief's done a really good job in getting more sponsors and getting interest back into the tour.
Nice basket of fish. The basket is full. Stick it on there. We've got some new leaders, folks. 24.75. Good job, boys. Way to go. Let's put that basket down here. Well, as we kick off year number 30 here on the Michigan Walleye Tour, down on the Detroit River, the word of the day was weather. You know, a couple days ago when pre-fishing started last Friday, we were catching 35, 40-pound baskets. Were not unusual. Anglers were on 6, 7, 8-pound fish pretty regular, and the expectations were high. But Mother Nature had a different idea for us. Tuesday, she blew in some big weather, some big rain, and really muddied up the river. If you know anything about river fishing, especially in the cold water of spring, it is tough to catch them in dirty water. But some of our anglers today adapted. Expectations of 40-pound baskets went out the window, but we did have 18 baskets over 20 pounds today, including our leaders at 30.16. Big fish today, 7.86, not that 10-pounder we hope for every time we're in Detroit, but with the conditions we had some anglers put some great baskets together. A lot of anglers jammed in at 17, 18, 19 pounds. One bite tomorrow can change you from 23, 30, maybe 35th place and put you into the top 10. It just takes that one bite. The river is clearing as we go every minute, and the fishing is going to be better tomorrow. Now, we're a little behind last year, about 1,800 pounds less last year, and about 200 pounds or 200 fish less than we caught last year. So the conditions are definitely different. But we've got 155 boats, most with 3 anglers, and these are anglers that know the Detroit River, know how to fish, and can make adjustments. I'm really excited about what happens tomorrow. The river's starting to clear, the weather's going to get a little better. Tomorrow's going to be an exciting day, and we're going to crown a winner here for tournament number 1 as we kick off 30th year at the Michigan Walleye Tour.
Well, day 2, Detroit River tournament here. Water's not looking good. Where we fished yesterday, there was a mud line, and we were just into the cleaner stuff. And last night with the east winds, northeast winds, it blew it further across the river. So where we fished yesterday is currently blown out. So we're gonna go do a little investigating, see if we can't find something else.
So we started yesterday hitting a couple spots, caught a few fish in one of our spots, and the bite shut down, so we decided to make a run and go check another one. With the wind, it kind of pushes this mud around with the water being so muddy right now, so we get up there and the mud line was pushed over just enough, so we made a drift, and first drift caught a 6-pounder, and we kind of just stuck it out all day, and we're catching fish. Every couple drifts we catch a fish, it seemed like, and did us pretty good. And then we ran up there today, and it was windy this morning, and I kind of was in the back of my mind that it might get dirty, and sure enough we pull up and it is just a mud pit. So now we're kind of just running around. We're going to check some other spots that we had during pre-fishing, and hopefully we can find something and get a good bag together. So we'll see what happens.
I don't know, I'll have to Well, that's just fished. Got 4, not very big. We're just grinding it out, seeing a few fish being caught around here. So, like I said, we're just trying to get our 5th, and maybe we'll make an adjustment from there. But as of right now, not doing great. I think it's about, I don't know, 11 o'clock or something. So we got a few more hours to fish. Hopefully we can get a couple big ones here. So that would really help us out on a day like today. It sounds like kind of the same stories yesterday. Most everybody's struggling, but you know, with this many boats, someone always tends to find them. So we're just gonna keep grinding.
She grew up fast. Will she remember these times and continue the tradition? You better believe it. Tell a new fish story with Garmin.
Starting the day in first place, first stop, Detroit River. Ended up with 30 pounds yesterday. We're gonna try and rinse and repeat that today. I already just stabbed one, so she's in the box. Nice, good female, so we just need 4 more. So the water's been pretty dirty the last couple days. It's definitely water clarity. It's definitely colors, and it's just finding the right 5 fish. There's plenty down there.
First stop of the Michigan Walleye Tour here on Detroit River, day 2. We're leading it after day 1. Solid day. Caught lots of fish. Sitting in first, just under 31 pounds. Hoping to have another good day. Andy finally stuck a fish today and gave us a nice, I don't know, what do you say, 5.5? All of that maybe? Beautiful fish. That's gonna help later today. I've been hanging around with some good friends of my dad's. They like to tag me along. Shout out to the Marzines. Get a little bit of taste of tournament fishing. I'm only 19 years old. I'm fortunate enough to tag along with my dad and his friends, and they knew Mark, and Mark needed a spot to fish the tour this year, and he asked me, and I was more than welcome to take that, and got to know Andy very well, and Mark. He's been great. Can't thank these guys enough. It's been a pleasure. 21. Nice Detroit River. Spawned out female. We're about 4 or 5 drifts into this, and still lots of boats. Water color's about the same. Not too many fish being caught, but I think we're gonna need over 21 for sure. 25. If we get 25 pounds a day, that'll help us out a lot.
Nice job, G. In the box. Stick 'em. Nice job, G.
Oh, there we go.
Well, with the sun coming up, it usually pushes these fish out deeper, so we're gonna try a couple deeper drifts here, and hopefully the sun gets them a little bit happier, because they don't seem too happy today, that's for sure. So we're gonna see what we can do, and just need to get one more, then we'll have 5, and then a little bit of the stress will go away.
We got one.
I didn't get the GoPro. Sorry.
Not real big, but it's number 5, so that helps. Solid one. Thing, like when I set the hook, it must have been coming right up at me, because I almost said it's not a fish. Then finally decided to turn it on. This is our second full year as a team. I fished it the full year the year before that, and we fished a few here and there, and done pretty well. But we decided, again, we wanted to try it all year and shoot for team of the year. So yeah, you need a good day every day to make that happen, though. So I need to turn it around a little bit, but it is fun, the competitive side of things. I mean, there's nothing better than when you're fishing a tournament and you have a really good day. So I mean, it just makes it that much better. So yesterday was pretty fun, and we had a really good tournament in Saginaw as well. So we've had a good year so far. We're hoping to keep it rolling.
That
so
helps a lot. Is it a male?
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right, well, to recap, we didn't do real great here, day 2. We caught our 5 fish. 4 of them are decent, 2.5, 3 pounders. Obviously not what we're looking for, but we got one in there that's like 16 inches, so he's girthy, but he's not gonna quite help us a whole lot. So we just had a lot rougher day. We showed up at our first spot this morning, and the mud line had pushed onto it, and so the water was pretty trashed. And yeah, just from there we just never could quite get on some bigger bites. We came down here and joined the crowd, and we caught some fish, but like I said, they just weren't the right ones. So you'll have that. That's why they call it a 2-day tournament instead of one.
Good job, Mark. It's about 1:15. We're due in at 3:40 again today. We got a box full of fish sitting at probably 18.5 to 20 pounds, right in there. We need another big bite. Got 2 more hours yet and plenty of time to do so. So hopefully we can get that big one in the boat and be comfortable.
Nice, Mark. A better one? Oh yeah.
That'll help. That'll help a lot.
Back on that
Nice
one.
job, Mark.
I can see one again. Chartreuse tail.
We had a great day. Cycled through a lot of fish. We lost a couple pretty important bites. Hoping and praying that we got enough to bring it home. We're probably somewhere in that 20 range, maybe a touch over. Let's hope everybody else's bite was off a little bit today as well.
Boat number 51, you guys are fishing all 4. Appreciate that. Don't look forward to seeing you all 4 of our events. Just can experience all of the great fishing we have here in Michigan. Talk a little bit about the adjustment today, 110 pounds yesterday. Well, we just wrapped up day 2 here at Detroit River, our 30th season on the Michigan Walleye Tour, and it was an exciting finish, a lot closer than people thought. You know, yesterday, our leaders went out with almost a 7-pound lead, a little over 30 pounds yesterday, but it was really close in the end. We saw a big difference between day 1 and day 2. Some of the spots that were too dirty on day 1 cleared up on day 2, and we saw some big fish, a lot more fish over 7 pounds today than we saw yesterday. And our big fish today, instead of being just under 8 pounds like day 1, today was 10.65 pounds. Saw a lot of nice fish caught and a lot of bigger bass. They're going to need 19.35 to win. Let's see what we got. 20.50. There are your winners. So how did the tournament end up? Well, Mark Hugo, Andy Nine, and Gary Gorsuch, who were leading after day 1 with 30 pounds, brought in right around 20 pounds to take the win. 50.66 pounds for the victory, little under a pound over second place. Now, it was really cool to see what happened today. This river is very dynamic. Wind, weather can really change what happens. Some of the spots that were dirty yesterday got clean. Guys took advantage of it. Some of the spots that were clean yesterday got a little bit dirty. People stayed too long in that dirty water, couldn't get the bites. A big swing. A lot of folks moved up the leaderboard and a lot of teams moved down the leaderboard. That's what happens here in Detroit. The weather can change everything. But a great start to year 30. Congratulations to our first place team, Mark, Andy, and Garrett. Now we're on to Lake Erie for stop number 2 of year 30 of the Michigan Walleye Tour. Well, we just wrapped up the first term of our 30th year here on the Michigan Walleye Tour on the Detroit River, and I've got our winning team, Garrett Gorsuch, Andy Nye, Mark Hugo. Congratulations, guys. Let's talk a little bit about this, right?
Yes,
30 pounds yesterday. Just barely got to 20 today.
Yeah.
50.66 to win the tournament by a little over a pound. Let's talk a little bit first about day 1. Kind of what were you guys doing? Kind of where did that big basket come? Real quick, what were you fishing? Kind of what depth was key?
So day 1, we knew where the fish were at. We knew that if the water was fishable, that we would grind it out and we'd get our fish, and that's exactly what we did. We were anywhere from 20 feet to 28 foot in and out of current seams, just jigging it low and slow. I mean, keeping it right in their face. Mark said, and I've never heard it said best, the first 6 inches are the most active feeding, and he was right. And every fish came either 6 inches or right off the bottom.
So day 1, you guys go out, or day 2, you guys go out right about 7 pounds in the lead. Feeling pretty good, I'm assuming. We talked a little bit about the leader curse down here in Detroit.
Yeah.
But now you kind of got to put together a program. You bring in 20 pounds, you win by just over a pound. Was there any time during the day you were kind of like, uh-oh, we gotta get rolling here?
Yeah, we put our 5th fish on the boat and we told ourselves we need to get 4 of these out. Okay. Andy caught a 5.5 pounder first couple jigs, and we thought, man, you know, this is gonna be it. But we got our 5 and we were like, well, this ain't gonna do it. So we stuck to our plan and ground it out. Lost a couple good bites that would have really, you know, made us feel way better than ourselves, but that's fishing.
What was the one key to this weekend?
The one key to this weekend, don't give up. I mean, always try your hardest and have some confidence, have some faith, and it'll take you a long way.
Well, there you are. Hold those trophies up there. Big giant check, $12,000, a couple of big trophies. Guys, congratulations, Garrett, Andy, Mark. Great victory this weekend. Congratulations for winning the first tournament of the 30th year of the Michigan Walleye Tour. We'll see you guys on Lake Erie.
Thank you. Appreciate it.